Greetings, greetings. Hello. Day 22, people who are on the self-love challenge. Tomorrow is day 23. We're down to 8 days. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the full moon in Virgo. For all y'all Virgos out there, let me get a shout out. Woohoo! Y'all know I'm a Virgo. This is my moon. This is my moon, okay? I wanted to make sure I got a quick video out for you all related to our full moon tonight. You know, full moons are all about release. We're going to do a lot more videos on candle magic. We're going to do more videos on aligning with moon energy and all that good stuff. And I also want to make sure we get in some tutorial type videos. Just keep in mind when you're working with moon energy, new moon, you plant. Full moon, you reap your harvest. To keep it general. Once you reap your harvest, you're getting ready to start a new cycle, right? So you're releasing and letting go of the things that won't serve you well moving forward, and also recommitting to continual release of those things that served as distractions from, say, the new moon energy all the way up to full moon. So as you plant your seeds, guys, in your garden, weeds start to grow up, right? Things start to grow up in your lovely, beautiful garden that try to strangle the life out of the stuff that you're planting. Same thing happens in real life, whether it's people's negative intentions, whether it's distractions, whether it's things within you that sabotage what it is that you're trying to move forward in your life. So when you get to the full moon, it's a time to celebrate from whence you've come, what you accomplished over the last 2 weeks. So you want to acknowledge that. And as you acknowledge that, you want to set your intentions of what you want to continually release throughout the rest of the month as the full moon starts to wane and take energy away from things, okay? Now, tonight is going to be pretty simple because I'm suggesting that we all do a spiritual bath. Spiritual baths allow you to release stuff metaphorically and literally into the water to go down the drain and be gone. As well, spiritual baths give you an opportunity to meditate, to relax your energy, to go within. You can literally sit in that water and let your eyes relax. Let your mind drift off and focus on the bubbles. And there's no telling. If you see energy, you'll see energy in the water. I've seen all sorts of things. It's really beautiful. And I would only say this to you guys because I know y'all know the difference between me seeing energy and straitjacket moments. So anyway, I'm going to do a spiritual bath tonight. But before you do a spiritual bath, I want you to focus on the 2 things that you want to let go of between now and the next couple of weeks. So that when you get ready to plant your new intentions, those things that you're letting go don't grip you in, say, the same way that they might grip you now. Okay, so I want you to be able to just kind of let that energy go. Whatever it is, it could be any area of your life. It could be aspects of yourself. But I want us to use... If you have colored candles, if you don't have colored candles, don't worry about it. Use the candles you have. Of course, colors have energy. We know all of that. Plus, they help to provide focal points for the work that we're trying to do. And it just assists in the whole creating of the energy, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about the candles in a second. But first, I want to talk about the spiritual bath aspect. I'm going to attach a link in this particular post to my video on spiritual baths, okay? Because a spiritual bath is not a regular bath. You want to make sure your area is clean. You want to make sure things have been scrubbed down. You want to make sure you're already clean. You're not taking the bath to wash. You're not taking the bath to leave toxins in the water and debris. You want to get that off prior to your bath. It's a meditative cleansing bath. You want to always charge your water with intentions before you get in. You should be doing that anyway whenever you take a bath. The second thing you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure that as you put each ingredient in, you are purposefully charging the intention, or you're connecting with what your intention is for putting it in. Outside of the water, you should always have, as far as I'm concerned, Himalayan salt and Epsom salt. That's how I do my spiritual baths. If you don't have Himalayan salt, use sea salt. Sea salt is very much good at clearing negative energy and pulling out things from your energy field and recalibrating. You need Epsom salt. You can use any kind of Epsom salt. You want to keep that around anyway, especially if you're sensitive to energy, which a lot of you are. You want to be taking Epsom salt baths on a regular basis. So what you're doing is you're raising the vibration, you're clearing your energy field, you're relaxing the body, you're giving the go ahead for your energy field to allow in higher spiritual energy while you're in the tub, okay? The other thing I suggest, some people do Florida water. I have Florida water. I don't even use Florida water all the time because I'm an essential oil person. The best way to raise and clear your vibration is to choose high vibrational essential oils like myrrh, like frankincense, like lavender, like oh my gosh, rose. There's so many high vibrational oils, but if you want to use Florida water, do that. If you want to clear with sage or use white sage in a diffuser, which I do that as well. Always clear with something in your environment, whether it is sage or whether it is a clearing mist that you've made. And like I said, we're going to go over more of this moving forward on the channel as we start talking about more magic. You know, we talked about that word magic before, okay? You are a magician. You don't have to equate magic with negativity and all of the stuff that they have given us in this lovely, lovely, lovely little matrix of a paradigm in which we cocoon. So once you identify, once you have your bath water running, bring in all of the other elements that are important to you. Ideally, you want fire, earth, air, and water, and spirit. Okay, ether, which is you, which is your intention. The water, you're in the water. The elements, you're bringing in essential oils. You may surround yourself with your plants or your flowers. You may decide to bring in your crystals. Because we have a full moon tonight is a wonderful night to charge your crystals. All right, remember, we're working with this energy over the next 3 days. So it's not just tonight. You can do this repeatedly. Remember, the more we do rituals, the more we establish our focus around something, the more it grows, the more we create the synergy that we need in order to really, really change things in our lives. And some things that are difficult to work with, y'all, we have to do multiple rituals around them. And each time you release it, it's easier. Let's say you have a fear that you're going to lose your job and you need to release the fear around that. You got to do work around that. You got to do rituals around that. You got to put protection around yourself around that. And you may do that multiple times until you get it through your thick head. What movie was that? Can't you get that through your greasy head? I can't think of what the movie was. But so you want to just know that it is okay to continually do rituals and to do the same rituals if you feel like you need to do them more. Let's say you're working with letting go of something that's been painful, that's got your heart chakra blocked. Maybe you don't trust as much as you used to. Maybe you found it difficult to forgive yourself during the self-love challenge part where we talked about self-forgiveness. Maybe you're finding it hard to forgive someone else or to unconditionally love or to release a blockage to a soulmate person in your life that you know is there to assist you in some way. Maybe there's a soulmate partner that's come into your life that loves you or cares for you and you're not open to them because of the package that they happen to have been delivered in. Maybe they don't look the way you want them to look. Maybe they don't present in the way that you would have had your soulmate or divine life partner present. This is what you need. You need to release your blockages, okay? If you're dealing with financial stuff, root chakra stuff that has to do with your earthly concerns, that Virgo energy, job, getting your coins, your home, stuff like that, go with red, okay? I always do red as well. I could associate red with love like green too, but I also do red when I'm trying to manifest things because remember, we get our manifesting current from our root chakra. So use red for burn a red candle. I have larger candles because I'm going to allow my spells to burn over the next several days. If you just want to, remember, you're just focusing on two things. If you want to blow yours out and then relight it each night and attach yourself or attach yourself to the intention or remind yourself of your intention, do that. If you have a smaller candle and you want to just allow it to burn until it burns out, do that as well. Black is for things you are definitely trying to release. Let's say, for example, when you want to dress and clear your candles. These have not been cleaned and cleared, which we'll talk about in another video when we do candle magic. But for the time being, you can spray a clearing mist over them. You can rub an essential oil blend over them with oil. You can wipe them down with alcohol. The idea is to set your intention. If you're a Reiki practitioner, which some of you are, go ahead and Reiki these to clear the energy because they've picked up the energy of everyone who's come into contact with them on their travel to get to you, right? Black, again, can deal with all of the things you're trying to release. I use my black candles when I'm doing magic related to releasing evil eye, if there is such a thing, or energies that are coming your way that you feel have to do with negative thought forms. Things like that is what I use my black candles for primarily. But when I do use them, if I use them for anything else, it's always release. It's always what I want to get rid of. Remember the darkness. Blackness is all consuming. It is a higher vibrational energy than the light. And so black consumes all things. Black transmutes all things. Black is powerful. So my most powerful candle is my black, which is why I use black. White is for those things I want to bring into my life. Tonight I'm just doing releasing, so I personally am not going to use a white candle. If you choose to, that's beautiful. Let's say, for example, you got some solar plexus stuff you need to release. You got some procrastination. You're feeling tired. You're feeling fatigued. You're not able to concentrate. You're not able to focus. You're feeling distracted by bright, shiny objects, okay? And you want to release the distraction. You want to release, maybe it's fear, which is root chakra, but it manifests in the things that we are unable to do in solar plexus. Maybe you use yellow. Let's say you have not able to speak your truth and you feel blocked here and you need to release timidity, or you need to release shyness, or you need to release the fear around creative expression. Then you would use this color. Let's say, for example, you're releasing mental confusion. Okay, you're releasing the inability to trust your intuition. Then you would use a darker blue royal indigo colored candle. I don't have that here on the table with me. It's in the other room. Same thing with violet. I should have brought those two candles in here. I'm sorry, guys. But you guys, the violet candles and the indigo colored candles, I get them from Yaya's Botanica. For those of you, Covington Highway, for those of you who are actually in Atlanta. And can you believe, guys, Dollar Store has made these smaller. They just got smaller today. They are not as large as these, and they used to be. There's a significant difference. At least, look, see? Trust me, there's a difference, even though it doesn't look like there's a difference. But yeah, so let's say you are feeling blocked from divine inspiration, creativity. You not feel like you're connecting to source anymore, and you want to release that blockage. Release that. So again, focus on two things you want to release tonight. Just two things, because that's where your focal point needs to go. That's where your energy needs to go. If you decide to pull a tarot card that relates to that, or an oracle card, if you have one in your deck, go ahead and do that. You can also ask your deck, what is it that I need to release, and see what comes up, and build your ritual around that as well. If you have a window in your bathroom, open the window. If you feel like you want to go outside and connect first and ground first prior to your ritual, do that. If you want to do it afterwards, do that. Don't forget to charge your crystals under the new moon. And if you have any water or anything else that you want to charge under the new moon, do that as well. You can charge that energy, you can hold on to it, and then at the next cycle, or over the next few days, you can use it in your bath. So that's good. So you're setting those intentions. You're doing it in the framework of a spiritual bath. You're bringing in all of your elements, whether they be your oracle cards, your crystals, your essential oils, your flowers if you choose to, or not. I'm not doing flowers tonight. I already have some rhododendrons in there, but they're not for the purpose of the spiritual bath. I am going to have my oracle cards there. I'm going to have my essential oils there. I'm going to bring in one crystal, okay, my smoky quartz and my pyrite. Those are the only two crystals I'm working with tonight. As well, I'm going to bring in a few cards to focus me between now and the next 2-week period. All right. I wanted to do a pull for us in terms of what we need to surrender as a Patreon collective. I wanted to pull a card to give us a focus for our ritual. And as I'm shuffling, just remember, if you want to write those things down on your candle, tape them to the candle facing inward and burn the candle, that's fine. If you want to light the candle and wait until the flame hits the wax and the wax begins to melt, channeling your intention as you are doing that, do it that way. The main idea is to center yourself and to focus, which is why I'm also going to include, look at that, Surrender to Joy. That's my favorite card. This is the image I put on my first meetings I used to have, my fees, my feminine energy empowerment seminars 3 years ago. This is the first image I use on there. I have And guys, we do need to surrender to joy. I feel like this is the card for us tonight. We need to surrender to joy, to flow, to relaxation, to saying yes to ourselves. I feel like this really is the card. But I'm going to pull again in case you decide you want a different message. I feel like we need to surrender to joy. So we release our blocks to joy. What is joy? Joy is something that is not stimulated via external circumstances. Happiness is. Happiness depends upon what's happening externally. Joy does not. Bliss does not. It is a state of being. It is one of the most high vibrational states that reflect your alignment with source. All right, so for our Patreon collective only, anyone else that sees this video, because I am going to put this on our YouTube channels, my YouTube community, but they will not have access to the meditation that I'm going to put up here and the additional information that I'm going to add about our rituals tonight, okay? So let's just look and let's just feel for what else we need to add to our ritual. Remember, before you step foot in your spiritual bath, set your intentions, reconnect with your intentions. I'm going to light my candles once I'm actually physically in the bath. You want the water to be hot. You want to be submerged as far in the water as you possibly can. You want to really be centered. So I'm going to add a really nice meditation. And the meditation is for the purpose of getting you centered and helping you to align with source energy, okay? So I'll give you a few different ones to choose from. Some of us have a particular preference when it comes to a meditation. I will also put a meditation, one of my favorite ones on there, by Deepak Chopra, that will clear your chakras if you decide you want to sit in there. But I always recommend no less than 30 minutes in a spiritual bath anyway. It will give you plenty of time to clear all of your chakras, okay, and to balance them. So it may take me a second. So here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and post this video for my Patreon members so that y'all can get started. Okay, I want to go ahead and post this. I don't want to wait until I get all the links together and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and post this video. I want you to check back on the post. If you don't see the links there, check back on the post within an hour or two, and those links will be in there. Because, again, we're waiting until the evening anyway to take our spiritual bath. Remember to always show gratitude while you're in that bath. Prior to, once you do whatever the ritual aspect. Ooh, I love this. It's red too, y'all. That fire energy, got that anger going on. Whatever it is, we're releasing them. We're surrendering some resentments. This is for my Patreon collective. I can't speak for anybody else. This is for my Patreon collective. But you want to take some time to connect with spirit and to show gratitude for all of the wonderful things that you have in your life. This is very, very important. So take some time and just begin to count up. If you want to look at your list from your self-love challenge, do that. If you want to bring your journal into your experience, any aspect from the self-love challenge, if you want to take a look at days 1 through 23, the most basic cornerstone, that one pillar that we do every single day, which is something that you've done or did in the past or that you're currently doing that's not affirming you, that's not nurturing you, that's not supportive of you, or does not demonstrate self-love, and meditating on why, and then talking about what it is you're going to commit to do to turn that around. We had that. You all know that's one of our cornerstones. That's our one pillar. We have 5 pillars with the manifesting challenge. We have 1 with the self-love challenge because it's a 30-day challenge. So take a look on that, reflect on that, but do not let this full moon in Virgo energy get past you between now and Thursday without doing a ritual and without taking some time to really connect. This is super powerful energy, guys, and it's wonderful energy for manifesting. Y'all know Virgo is all about that high vibrational life, but Virgo is also all about the abundance, both spiritual and financial prosperity. So this is a wonderful moon. Don't let it get away from you. Let's talk about resentments. The negative energy that we hold on to, y'all, which is not as bad as anger. And so when we release anger and we forgive people, we think we've done our work, but we haven't. We still have resentments. There is still shit to clear. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. They are correlating this with forgiveness. What I'm saying is, You have to take forgiveness a step further, and you have to clear resentment. Resentment are those residual feelings that cause you not to feel positive about a situation once you feel you have cleared it. Resentment to me is the proof that you quite fully aren't there. That you might feel that you're there. You may consciously be telling yourself, okay, I'm there. I've done that. I forgave them. I'm not holding on anything. But the resentment, that dis-ease, that inner friction that you feel when you think about that person and you can't be happy for that person, or you can't see them for where they are in their level of awareness and totally and unconditionally forgive them, not expecting anything in return, including acknowledgement if that's not possible. That's what releasing resentments are about. So look within and ask yourself, where am I still harboring resentment? Where do I need to let go of resentment? Okay? Because you want to be like this field out here. Okay, you want to be vibrant with color. You want to bring all of your dreams to fruition. You don't want to need an umbrella, right? There are no more rainy days as it relates to this particular person in this situation. So you're moving past that. So we're releasing resentments, y'all. Anything that's got us feeling some kind of way. Okay, so this is the emotional and spiritual work of releasing it through ritual. So you add this to your list tonight and you be mindful about it. It may be something you want to journal around, but also mindfully you tell yourself, I'm moving into a space where I'm no longer going to suffer. Don't say I'm not suffering. Because anytime you do something or you entertain an emotion like resentment that is a lower vibrational emotion, it has an effect on you. You're suffering whether you realize it or not. It is having an effect on your vibrational field. And you tell yourself, you know, I made a conscious decision. I'm going to let this go. I realize that such and such, whether it's a situation, person, place, thing, attitude, perception, experience, circumstance, event, whatever it is, I realize that that person did the best that they could do from their level of awareness. I realize that that person is still evolving just like me. I realize that when we know better, we do better. And when we don't do better, it's because we don't know better. I realize that that person is going to continue evolving just like everything else in this universe. I realize that it is for my benefit to let it go and release it. And to look at that individual with some level of compassion. Because, y'all, we live in a just universe. Okay, we reap what we sow. That person will come face to face, that situation, those whatever it is that you're releasing, those energies will be mirrored at a later date for that person to learn whatever it is by divine design that they need to learn in order to elevate. We have no choice, okay? Those of you who are reading the Kabbalion with us on Patreon, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. This allows you to do your work through the law of least effort. Okay, the 7 spiritual laws of success, Deep October. We're doing that too next. This allows you to free yourself and free your energy to let in the flow of the divine. Let it go, let it go. I got a couple things I need to release tonight, once and for all. Remember, we do this in layers. Healing is always happening. We're always a work in progress. The final work is never always done. Okay, so this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. So we're releasing tonight. Connect with that full moon energy. Wait for the post, as I will add the meditations to the post. And something else, the spiritual bath link to our post in Patreon. And anything else that I feel is going to be useful for us moving forward. I'll see you all tomorrow for our 2-card tarot vibe, our tarot lessons. And tonight I'm still getting ready to post the oracle card messages for the week. I hope you had a chance to view the energy readings for Monday through Thursday. And all of the, at least 9 of our zodiac readings are actually ready. I haven't posted them because I want to get them all up at one time, but I may just post the ones that I have currently so that you don't have to wait too late. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Virgo full moon. Bye.